Listen, sometimes life doesn't break you with noise. It breaks you with silence. It breaks you with long nights where your thoughts get too loud. It breaks you with moments when you look in the mirror and don't even recognize the person staring back. And sometimes, the hardest battles are the ones no one ever sees, the ones you fight alone, the ones you cry through, the ones you survive without applause or witnesses. This is the story of a woman who lived through all of that. A woman who didn't just walk through darkness. She walked with it, she carried it, she learned from it, and eventually, she shattered it. But this isn't just her story, it's also a mirror. Because if you've ever felt lost, forgotten, exhausted, or invisible, something in her journey is going to speak directly to you. So breathe, focus, and stay with me all the way, because the breakthrough she found at the end might be the one you've been searching for too. Her name was Araya, and before the darkness came, she wasn't extraordinary. She wasn't powerful or fearless or mystical. She was normal, a woman who laughed easily, who carried joy like sunlight in her hands, who believed life would always be gentle with her. But life isn't gentle forever, and one day everything she depended on collapsed. The people she trusted disappeared. The plans she had fell apart. The ground she stood on cracked beneath her feet, and the light she carried began to fade. She entered a season of life where nothing made sense. A season where she woke up feeling like the world had forgotten her. A season where she prayed for strength she couldn't feel. A season where she begged the universe for clarity and only heard echoes in return. She walked alone. She cried in silence. She doubted her worth. She questioned her purpose. She wondered if she would ever feel whole again. But here's the twist. It was inside that darkness, inside that silent, painful, suffocating darkness, that something ancient began to rise inside her. A strength she didn't know she had. A voice she thought she lost. A fire she never knew existed. The darkness didn't destroy her. It introduced her to herself. And her story is about to show you how your own darkness might be trying to do the same. Araya walked through nights so heavy that she forgot what hope felt like. She walked through days where gravity felt stronger, where breathing felt like effort, where her chest felt tight, where her spirit felt tired. But listen closely, because this is the part that matters most. She didn't stop walking. Even when she didn't know where she was going. Even when she didn't know why she should keep moving. Even when she felt like she had nothing left inside her. She kept taking one step, then another, then another. And every time she took a step, the darkness lost a little bit of power. You don't have to feel strong to move. You don't have to feel brave to take the next step. You don't need to see the whole path, just the next inch in front of you. Sometimes the breakthrough doesn't come from force. Sometimes it comes from refusal. The refusal to quit. The refusal to collapse. The refusal to let pain decide who you become. Araya didn't escape the darkness, she outlasted it. And that's how she found her strength. Let's be honest. Maybe lately you've been feeling drained, pulled in every direction, carrying more than you admit, fighting battles you don't talk about, trying to keep yourself together while no one notices what it costs. Maybe you feel like Araya did, walking through things you didn't choose, surviving things you didn't expect, asking questions you're afraid to say out loud. But let this sink into you right now. You are not weak because you feel tired. You are not lost because you feel confused. You are not failing because you're struggling. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who don't even realize how strong they are. Araya didn't know either. Not at first, but she learned. And you're about to learn too. Her story is not about pain. It's about rising. It's about remembering what you're made of. It's about discovering that you're stronger than what tried to break you. Before we go deeper into Araya's transformation, do something simple but powerful. If this story already touched something inside you, if you feel like this is speaking to your moment, drop a comment saying, "I'm walking through it." Not for me, for you. Because acknowledging your journey is the first step toward changing it. And now, let's keep going. Because the next part of Araya's journey is where things start shifting in the spirit. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. Before the sun rose, before anyone else opened their eyes, Araya stood alone at the edge of the forest. Her breath turned to mist in the cold air. Her heart felt heavy, too heavy for her small frame. But she lifted her face toward the sky anyway, because even when she felt empty, something inside her refused to stop reaching for the light. And it was there, in that raw, quiet moment, that her prayer began. This is not a soft prayer, not a fragile one, not a polite one. This is a war prayer. A prayer for anyone who has walked through darkness and needs strength that does not come from this world. Let these words become your words. Let this fight become your fight. Let this breakthrough touch you the way it touched her. Araya pressed her hand to her chest, feeling her heartbeat. Slow, trembling, but still alive. "Creator," she whispered, "I don't come with perfect words. I don't come with perfect strength. I come with what I have, and right now it feels small." She closed her eyes. "But you have taken small things and made them powerful before. So take what I have today and turn it into something that carries me through this darkness." Her voice cracked, but her spirit did not. "I'm not asking for an easy path. I'm asking for courage. I'm asking for clarity. I'm asking for protection over my mind." She lifted her hand toward the sky. "And I'm asking for the fire that kept my ancestors standing, to keep me standing too." Then her tone shifted, from pleading to authority. "Because pain makes you cry, but faith makes you stand. Fear," she said, "you followed me long enough." Her voice sharpened. "You whispered lies into my mind. You made me doubt my worth. You made me question my purpose, and you tried to bury me in silence." She stepped forward, grounding herself. "But I refuse to bow to you anymore." She exhaled deeply. "Fear, I break your power over my life. I break your grip over my mind. I break every dark thought you planted in me." Her hand curled into a fist. "You don't get to decide who I am. You don't get to decide how far I go. You don't get to decide what I become." Her voice lowered but grew heavier. "I walk through darkness, but I don't belong to it." Araya raised her hands, palms open. "Creator, every chain that has followed me, break it now." She spoke each word with force. "Break the chain of loneliness. Break the chain of anxiety. Break the chain of heaviness. Break the chain of confusion. Break the chain of spiritual exhaustion." She pressed her hand over her heart. "And break the chain that makes me forget who I am." The forest around her seemed to hold its breath. "Creator, every voice that speaks against me, silence it. Every shadow that tries to drain my spirit, remove it. Every enemy that tries to rise against me, scatter them." She inhaled sharply. "Let this darkness lose its grip on me, once and for all." Then she turned inward, not to escape, but to repair. "Creator, touch the parts of me I've been too scared to face." Her eyes softened, but her voice remained firm. "Heal the wounds no one sees. Heal the moments that broke me. Heal the memories that still echo inside me." She touched her forehead. "Heal my mind. Clear it. Strengthen it. Quiet it." She touched her chest. "Heal my heart. Restore what was taken from me." She placed both hands on her stomach. "Heal my spirit. Revive what's been sleeping and awaken what's been buried." Her breath steadied. "I don't want to survive anymore. I want to live." Araya stepped back, lifted her face toward the sky, and the words that followed came out like fire. "Creator, let me rise." Her voice shook the air. "Let me rise above my doubts. Let me rise above my pain. Let me rise above what tried to break me." The early light touched her skin. "Let me rise with a strength I didn't know I had. Let me rise with clarity sharp enough to cut through confusion. Let me rise with boldness that darkness cannot touch." She took a deep breath. "And let every step I take remind me that this darkness was not the end of me. It was the place where I learned who I am." Then Araya spoke words she didn't plan, words that didn't come from her mind, but from her spirit. "I declare that I will not stay where pain tried to put me." Her tone intensified. "I declare that everything meant to destroy me will become the ground I rise from." The forest seemed to echo her voice. "I declare that clarity is coming. Strength is coming. Peace is coming. Breakthrough is coming." She opened her hands as if receiving something unseen. "And I declare that every shadow following me loses its power today." Then she whispered, "What rises against me will fall before me." She lowered her head. "Creator, walk with me through this darkness, and when the light comes, Let me be someone I'm proud of. Silence. Deep. Heavy. Sacred. Her prayer wasn't loud. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't poetic. It was real. It was raw. It was the kind of prayer that changes a person from the inside out. And it was only the beginning. After Araya's first prayer rose into the early light, she didn't sit down. She didn't retreat. She didn't return to the village. She stood, still, as if waiting for something, as if sensing that the battle inside her wasn't finished yet, because darkness doesn't leave quickly. Fear doesn't give up easily. Old wounds don't fade in one moment. Some chains only break when you stand your ground long enough to hear them snap. So Araya lifted her head, straightened her shoulders, and stepped deeper into prayer, this time with a voice that carried both pain and power. The wind shifted sharply, as if the air recognized that her words were about to tear something open. "Creator," she began, "I am not praying from weakness anymore, I am praying from awakening." Her voice echoed through the quiet forest. "You have shown me that the darkness around me wasn't just attacking my life, it was trying to silence my spirit." She took a deep breath. "And today I fight back." Her tone sharpened. "Every spiritual force that has walked with me through this darkness, you lose your place now." She extended her hand toward the trees. "I break every attachment that was never meant to follow me. I break every shadow that tried to sit over me. I break every heaviness that tried to push me down." Her voice rose stronger than before. "I am not your home. You do not belong to me. You do not get to stay." Araya stepped forward, and it was as if the ground beneath her responded. "Creator, give me authority over everything that has tormented my mind." Her next words carried fire. "Anxiety, release me. Confusion, leave me. Heavy thoughts and fall away from me. Night terrors, and stop now. Dark dreams, disappear. Voices of fear, be silenced." She pressed her palm against her heart. "And every invisible weight that drains my strength, I command you to lift now." Tears touched her face, but not from weakness, from liberation. "Creator, I surrender what I cannot carry, and I receive what I was born to carry." She placed both hands on her head. "My mind has been tired for too long. My thoughts have been loud. My nights have been restless." Her fingers tightened. "So, Creator, restore my mind." She inhaled slowly. "Give me thoughts that strengthen me. Give me clarity that cuts through confusion. Give me peace that quiets every storm." The forest shifted around her, a calmness settling where there had been weight. "And every lie I believed about myself, I release it. Every voice that said I'm not enough, I reject it. Every thought that tried to break me, I silence it." She opened her eyes. "My mind will not be a battlefield anymore. It will be a sanctuary." Araya then placed her hand over her stomach, where emotion often lives when the heart is overwhelmed. "Creator, some pain didn't come from the world. Some pain came from people." Her voice softened. "From broken trust, from betrayal, from abandonment, from words that pierced deeper than knives." Her voice cracked slightly. "Heal the pieces of me they shattered. Heal the parts I've been scared to look at. Heal the wounds I've carried alone." She closed her eyes tightly. "I release every person who hurt me, not because they deserve it, but because I deserve to breathe again." Her voice deepened. "I declare I am not defined by what they did. I am not shaped by their mistakes. I am not held by their choices." She took a long, slow breath. "I am becoming whole again." The wind brushed against her face, gentle now, as if confirming her words. Araya lifted her chin. "Creator, show me who I am." Her voice carried longing and strength at the same time. "Show me the woman beneath the fear. Show me the woman behind the exhaustion. Show me the woman that darkness couldn't destroy." She placed her hand over her chest. "Show me the strength I didn't know was mine. Show me the voice I forgot I had. Show me the purpose I'm supposed to walk into." And then she whispered, "I want to know myself the way you've always known me." Her voice began rising again, not shouting, but growing fuller, like something powerful awakening inside her. "Creator, let me rise above everything that tried to bury me." She spoke each line with force. "Let me rise above doubt. Let me rise above fear. Let me rise above heartbreak. Let me rise above insecurity. Let me rise above every shadow that followed me. The air felt charged now, as if her rise was being witnessed by something unseen. I do not walk as the woman who entered the darkness. I walk as the woman who survived it. Her eyes burned with determination. And survival is not the end of my story. It's the beginning. Then the atmosphere around her shifted again, subtle but unmistakable. Araya lifted her hands, and the words she spoke next felt older than she was. I declare that my future will not look like my past. She took a step forward. I declare new strength. I declare new clarity. I declare new peace. I declare new joy. Her tone intensified. I declare that what once broke me will become the very thing that builds me. She lifted her head toward the light breaking through the trees. I declare that I will walk into seasons I once thought I didn't deserve. And then she delivered the prophecy that belongs to you too. What once chased me will no longer reach me. Araya lowered her hands. Creator, seal this moment. The air stilled. Seal my mind with peace. Seal my heart with strength. Seal my spirit with fire. Seal my future with purpose. She exhaled, and let everything that rises against me fall before me. Her prayer closed, but its power didn't. Something had shifted, in her spirit, in her future, in the atmosphere around her and in yours. Araya remained in that sacred circle of silence, not because she wasn't finished praying, but because something inside her told her that what was coming next would require even more strength than everything she had already released. You can't walk through darkness without picking up spiritual weight. You can't survive pain without carrying some of its residue. You can't endure loss, heartbreak, betrayal, or fear without parts of those experiences clinging to you like dust. And cleansing the spirit is not a one-step moment. It is a deep, layered, intentional work. So Araya breathed in, long, slow, controlled, and she stepped into a deeper realm of prayer, one that doesn't just break chains, but burns away everything that tried to grow from them. She placed her hands over her chest again, but this time her voice shifted, lower, steadier, heavier with awareness. Creator, I need more than freedom. I need cleansing. Her voice didn't tremble, it sharpened. Cleanse my heart from every memory that tries to haunt me. Cleanse my thoughts from every voice that tried to reshape me. Cleanse my emotions from every lie that made me feel unworthy. She closed her eyes tightly. Wash away every shadow I walked through. Wash away every heavy feeling that sits in my chest. Wash away every trace of the battles I survived. Then she exhaled, as if releasing something ancient. I refuse to carry what you never meant for me to hold. Araya pressed her palm firmly against her stomach, the place where intuition lives, where emotions settle, where heaviness hides. Creator, remove every residue left from the darkness. Her breath deepened. Remove the bitterness that tried to grow from betrayal. Remove the fear that tried to grow from silence. Remove the anxiety that tried to grow from uncertainty. Remove the insecurity that tried to grow from rejection. She opened her eyes as if facing something directly. I break every attachment formed in the shadows. I break every spiritual echo of past pain. I break every whisper that tries to pull me backward. Her voice grew stronger. And I declare, what once felt like a prison will become a testimony. She lifted her hands slowly, calling something unseen. Creator, send fire. The wind stirred instantly, like something reacting to her call. Let fire burn through every hidden fear. Let fire burn through every silent doubt. Let fire burn through every secret wound. Let fire burn through every spiritual attack sent against me. Her tone sharpened. I want fire that purifies, not fire that destroys. Fire that strengthens, not fire that scars. She pointed toward the ground. Let the fire cleanse the places where my tears fell. Let the fire restore the spaces where my spirit cracked. Let the fire illuminate everything that was lost in the dark. Her voice turned into a declaration. And let the fire inside me shine brighter than the fire that tried to break me. Araya stepped forward, feeling the earth beneath her feet as if it were alive. Creator, rebuild me. She touched her heart. Rebuild my confidence. Rebuild my identity. Rebuild my stability. Rebuild the parts of me that I abandoned. She inhaled deeply. Let my foundation be stronger than my fears. Let my purpose be louder than my pain. Let my spirit be unshakable. Then she said a line that felt like a prophecy for every listener. And let who I am becoming be bigger than anything that ever tried to stop me. Araya lifted her face toward the sky. Creator, guide my steps. Her voice softened. Guide me when my eyes can't see the path. Guide me when my heart feels overwhelmed. Guide me when my thoughts try to confuse me. She closed her eyes. Let my feet avoid every trap. Let my spirit sense every danger. Let my intuition grow sharper than fear. Then, with authority, lead me to what is meant for me. Lead me away from what was disguised as good. Lead me to people who build me. Lead me away from people who drain me. Her voice grew firm. And let every door that is not mine be closed without hesitation. Suddenly, her tone shifted sharply, like someone stepping into battle. Creator, anything that tries to steal my future, I confront it now. Her hand rose. Every force that tries to drain my spirit, stop. Her other hand rose. Every voice that tries to limit my potential, silence. Her voice grew stronger. Every situation sent to distract me, be removed. She stepped forward with authority. No one takes my destiny from me, not darkness, not fear, not confusion, not my past. She inhaled deeply. What is mine is protected. Araya pressed her hand over her heart again. Creator, wake up the parts of me that went quiet. Her eyes softened. Wake up my hope. Wake up my joy. Wake up my courage. Wake up my peace. She opened her hands. Wake up the woman you created, not the woman the darkness tried to shape. Her voice deepened, steady. And let me walk with the confidence of someone who knows she has survived too much to ever collapse again. Finally, Araya lowered her voice. Creator, seal everything I prayed. The wind calmed. The sky brightened. Even the ground beneath her felt quieter. Seal my healing, seal my clarity, seal my identity, seal my strength. She exhaled softly. And let everything that once rose against me fall before me. She took one step back, not in retreat, but in completion. Her spirit felt lighter, her mind clearer, her heart steadier. She had walked through darkness. She had confronted it. She had broken it. But there was one more layer to her transformation. And that is what comes next. The light had fully lifted over the horizon now, touching the tops of the trees, filtering through branches like golden threads. Araya stood in that soft morning glow, her breath steady, her spirit calmer, her heart still but awakened. But she knew there was one more prayer she needed to speak, a deeper one, a bolder one, a prayer not just to break darkness, but to step into destiny. Because surviving darkness is one thing, becoming someone new after it, that's another level. So Araya placed her feet firmly on the ground, lifted her chin, and entered the final stage of her spiritual transformation, claiming the life waiting for her on the other side of the pain. Creator, she said softly, I'm done living like I am missing pieces. Her voice strengthened. I'm done believing that the darkness took too much from me, because I now understand. Nothing was taken that cannot be restored. She opened her hands. So today, I claim back what was mine. Her tone grew fierce, steady, unmovable. I claim back my confidence. I claim back my clarity. I claim back my voice. I claim back my smile. I claim back the parts of me that went silent when life felt heavy. She stepped forward, and every dream I abandoned because I felt unworthy, I pick it back up. A soft wind brushed past her, gentle, approving. What was stolen from me returns to me. She touched her chest again, feeling her heartbeat, not trembling this time, but strong. Creator, show me the reason I survived this. Her voice deepened with expectation. I didn't walk through darkness for nothing. I didn't survive for nothing. I didn't cry through silent nights for nothing. She inhaled. Reveal my purpose. Reveal my calling. Reveal the next step. Reveal the future that has been waiting on me. Her hands lifted gently. And let my story become fuel for others who are still walking at night. Araya's eyes sharpened again, the warrior in her rising. Creator, I've come too far to go backward. Her tone cut through the air. So I declare, every setback planned for my life fails now. She pointed to the ground. Every trap meant to pull me back, and it breaks. She moved her hand outward. Every distraction meant to confuse me, dissolves. She pressed her palm over her heart. Every voice that says you can't is silenced. Then she said a line so powerful it echoed through the forest. I will not return to the woman I had to heal from. Her breathing deepened as she entered the next layer. Creator, I need a strength bigger than mine. She raised her hands as if receiving something from above. Give me strength that doesn't shake when storms rise. Give me strength that doesn't crumble when fear whispers. Give me strength that stands tall even when the path looks uncertain. Her voice became steady fire. Give me strength that makes the darkness step back. Give me strength that carries peace. Give me strength that reminds me who I am when life tries to make me forget. She exhaled. Strength that stays. Strength that lasts. Strength that grows as I walk. Araya took a slow breath and placed one hand over her stomach, one over her heart, and one on her forehead, aligning body, spirit, and mind. Creator, align me with what is meant for me. Her tone softened but carried supernatural depth. Align my decisions with wisdom. Align my steps with purpose. Align my relationships with peace. She touched her head. Align my thoughts with truth. She touched her heart. Align my emotions with healing. She touched her stomach. Align my spirit with destiny. Then she looked upward. And remove anything out of alignment with my calling. She stepped forward again, eyes blazing with clarity. Creator, keep me covered as I rise. Her tone grew commanding. Protect my mind from old fears. Protect my heart from old wounds. Protect my path from hidden danger. She lifted both hands. Let no darkness return to the space you cleared. Let no shadow attempt to reclaim territory in me. Let no attack reach the place where your strength now lives. She exhaled. Let peace guard me like armor. The light grew brighter around her, as if the sky itself leaned closer. Creator, make me new. Her voice trembled, not from fear, but from release. Transform my thoughts. Transform my confidence. Transform the way I see myself. Transform the atmosphere around me. She touched her chest. Transform me into the woman darkness could not break. Her eyes filled with power. And let the world see the strength that was born in the dark. Araya extended her hands toward the sky, and her voice shifted again, deeper, authoritative, almost ancient. I declare that I walk out of this season changed. Her tone intensified. I declare that the darkness I faced will fear me now. She took one step forward, solid as stone. I declare that every place where I cried will become a place where I rise. She lifted her chin. I declare that my story will not end in pain. It will end in purpose. Then she whispered the final prophecy for herself and for you. What once held me will never touch me again. Her spirit settled. Her body relaxed. Her transformation was nearly complete. Now all that remained was stepping into the light waiting for her ahead. When the final words of Araya's prayer faded into the morning air, something shifted. Not in the forest, not in the sky, but inside her. For the first time in a long time, she felt still, not empty, not lost, not fragile, still. That quiet peace you feel when something heavy finally leaves your body. That clarity you feel when a fog starts to lift. That quiet confidence that whispers, I'm not the same person who walked into this darkness. And maybe that's exactly what this moment is for you too. Maybe you've been walking through your own shadows. Maybe you've been carrying weight that no one else sees. Maybe you've been fighting thoughts that you're tired of fighting. Maybe you've been trying to stay strong when your strength feels thin. So listen closely now, because the message Araya discovered is the message your spirit needs today. Araya wasn't fearless. She wasn't invincible. She wasn't born strong. She became strong, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one night of tears at a time, one moment of choosing not to quit. Strength doesn't show up fully formed. It grows as you move, it builds as you push forward, it awakens each time you refuse to collapse. And you, yes you, are stronger than you give yourself credit for. If life has been heavy, it's not because you're weak. It's because you are being shaped, forged, strengthened, stretched into the next version of yourself. You don't come out of darkness as the same person. You come out sharper, clearer, more aware, more resilient. And that is exactly what's happening inside you now. Araya looked up at the sky, soft light breaking through the branches, and something inside her settled. She realized she had never walked alone. Through every dark night, through every silent prayer, through every moment she felt forgotten, there was a presence beside her, guiding her, strengthening her, protecting her, whispering to her spirit even when she couldn't hear it. And the same is true for you. You may feel alone, but you're not. You may feel forgotten, but heaven knows your name. You may feel tired, but something greater has been carrying you. Protection you can't see, strength you don't realize you're receiving, peace that keeps showing up even when you don't know how. You have never walked a single step without purpose following you. Araya stepped into the clearing, sunlight touching her like a blessing, and she felt it. The darkness she walked through was not her defeat. It was her turning point. It didn't destroy her identity. It revealed it. It didn't take her strength. It introduced her to it. It didn't ruin her purpose. It redirected her toward it. And the same is happening in your life. What tried to break you is now becoming the very ground you rise from. What tried to silence you is now becoming your voice. What tried to bury you is now becoming your foundation. You're not stepping out of darkness as a victim. You're stepping out as someone who has learned what kind of fire lives inside you. A fire that refuses to die. A fire that darkness can't smother. A fire that only grows when the world goes quiet. Araya whispered to herself, I survived what I thought would end me, so how can my future be gone? She realized, nothing was stolen that can't be restored. Nothing was damaged that can't be rebuilt. Nothing was lost that can't return in a better form. And the same is true for you. Your future is not lost. Your purpose is not gone. Your best days were not behind you. You are being prepared, not punished. You are being shaped, not destroyed. You are being positioned, not forgotten. The woman Araya became could only exist because of the darkness she walked through. And the same transformation is happening inside you. Araya didn't run out of the darkness. She walked out, slowly, intentionally, confidently. Because the moment you realize who you are is the moment darkness loses the right to hold you. So hear me. You are not meant to stay where you suffered. You are not meant to shrink to survive. You are not meant to be defined by your darkest season. You are meant to rise from it. To step into the light with a new voice, a new strength, a new identity. Walk forward. Don't look back. The version of you waiting ahead is stronger than anything behind you. Listen, if this story spoke to your heart, if you felt something shift inside you, if Araya's journey reflected your own, don't leave without doing this. Subscribe to the channel. You're not joining a page. You're joining a tribe of people healing, rising, and stepping into purpose. Like this video so this message reaches someone else walking through darkness right now. Share this video with one person who needs strength today. And before you go, watch the next video I'm recommending. If this one touched your spirit, the next one will lift you even higher. Stay brave, stay grounded, stay rising, and don't you ever forget, you carry a strength darkness cannot break.